iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racing enthusiasts all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. The car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and racing teams. Our skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly racing series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 200,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams, race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Participate in solo races, championship seasons, and hosted and league events with AI Racing. With a rapidly expanding catalog of 70-plus cars and 85-plus tracks from real-world racing series, test your abilities with challenging computer-based competition. Additional partners include IMSA, the World of Outlaws, and Supercars, allowing members to participate in their very own Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, Sebring 12-Hour, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Hello and welcome everybody. It's time to stand by because it's Mount Panorama, it's Bathurst, it's round 9 of season 13 of the UKSR GT3 League. And you can spot high up here, it's not even that high up and we're already in the clouds, it's foggy out there. And I can tell you that after we're done with qualifying, which is coming up in around about 10 minutes time here on the channel, at 8 o'clock UK time, we are going to experience wet weather on the mountain of Bathurst. Stand by, everyone. Stand by. Let me know who you're supporting in the chat. As always, great to have you on board. I'm Tim Cox, taking you through all the action, the thrills, the spills, the drama, the delight, the disappointment. I'm sure we're going to have plenty of that tonight in absolute abundance. But let's have a little look at well, proceedings and where we've come from. Of course, round 9 of the championship here at Bathurst. We've got 2 rounds left to go. Suzuka, just a short hop across to Japan. We round things out at the home of Petit Le Mans. This course, Road Atlanta. Red Bull Wing 1 week ago, curtailing our European adventure here in the championship this season. And well, what a delight it was. What a race it was. Came right down to the wire. Numerous battles as well. It was an absolute epic one. And with that in mind, should we take a little look at the championship standings right now? Across into Elite, first of all, Haradashi Torres still leads that, but there is a change for second. Rosef moves up 1 place, only by 1 point over Yaritani. Those pelling points are really hurting him badly because the gap between himself and Yatortas wouldn't be that bad. And he would stand within a chance of taking the championship, but they've really hurt him. Bambara as well, suffering with penalties, and well, why he's looking like he's cut adrift for those podium places in the championship. Anders Meyer, he's not with us tonight, but I'll tell you what, his form when he was with us for Racing Live Esports powered by Ford was absolutely phenomenal. Tristan Domega and Lasheshi of RDSA Esports both are elevating themselves as well. Of course, newcomers to the championship. They arrived at the party late, but I tell you what, they've made a real bang and a real impact since they've been there. Copeland, Jones and ranking round of the top 10. Across into Pro, and Nicola Agard. Well, he's been a real sensation this season, but it's where he started amazingly, it's just starting to fall off a little bit. And it's those old dudes in cars that are coming after him in the form of Casper Brockner and Darren Sharples, who are 2nd and 3rd respectively. Casper Tenstead's only 6 points behind Sharples, though, in 4th. With Marvin Cruz in 5th, starting to get cut adrift on 187. Weston Collicott, another newcomer to this championship. Also a newcomer to the privateer, Nathan Willoughby, running up the top 10. Cross into Pro-Am now, and Jack Barker, well, for me, we've seen some brilliant drives so far this season from Jack. Absolute mastermind in the strategy. Steiner Sani, it's just been the dark horse all season long, and he now has got himself up into 2nd place in the championship. Nathan Astes lies in 3rd, and well, starting to really get out of the realms of taking that championship away from Barker. And it's his teammate at Team Potato, Rob Windsor, just behind him in 4th. And this is where it gets close, because only 3 points behind him is James Connolly in 5th. It's a tie for 6th on 178 points between Bearings and Daniel Pay. With Paul Halliday, well, can he? Can he? Well, he'll possibly climb a couple more places. He's into 8th. Smith still remains in 9th. And Nicholas Grunstrom running at the top 10 there. Into Am, and well, this has been Matt Edmondson class all season long, except for when I've not been there. Cy Hartley is in 2nd place, and well, it's another share for 2nd and 3rd teammates. This time it's Dave Robson, the Tiki Simsport Tiki outfits, locking out the remaining podium positions. Ali Murray in 4th on 190, and he could really serve that party. And still within a shout as well as John Davis too, and you can't discredit Owen Halliday of the Null Pointers, who lies in 6th. Andy Skinner, well, in 7th and looking comfortable there, and I think that's where he's going to finish this season out for Tiki Simsport Tour, with Bostock, Robertson and Guy Kalau running out your top 10 there. Finally, across into the team's championship. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tasty. 5 points separate Racing Lab Esports and Tiki Simsport Tiki for the top position in the team's championship. Old Dudes in Cars Black, can they catch him? Well, I'm not too sure, but it's a real battle for 3rd because they're only 10 points ahead of UKSR Cleland, with Old Dudes in Cars only 2 points behind Cleland, so a 12-point difference between them and 3rd. Potato on 384, so they're 14 points off 3rd place. And then you've got the gap to UKSR Hoy, who realistically are out of that shout for the 3rd, so a 4-way fight for the 3rd place in the team's championship there. DCW, obviously a bit more newcomer to the championship, in 8th, could snatch away some from UKSR Hoy. The Wrong Stuff and Null Pointers round out the top 10 there. Let's get down to business today. Let's get down to business. And well, Oh, and that's a slap on the wall there from Steiner Sani. What a way to introduce us and bring us tracksiders. Already cars pointing in the wrong direction. Can you imagine what it's going to be like when it gets a little bit wet across Skyline? It's going to be treacherous down into the Dipper as well. This could be the spiciest race of the season, quite possibly the most dramatic in the whole of UK sim racing history. What do you think? Let me know what you think in chat. Over on Twitch, John Davis, my man standing by and ready to jump in my car. John D, great to have you. Kenneth Palsrud on YouTube. Go Racing Lab. I tell you what, you're absolutely flying, Racing Lab. Mark Brown on YouTube also. That short hop from Mount Panorama to Suka, be around 5,009 miles. Just around 5,009, hey, Mark. Yeah, clearly Google Maps or Apple Maps or whatever, or even if you use Bing Maps, apparently that's a thing. Clearly helping you out there, Mark, because I'm sure you knew that off the top of your head instantly. I'm sure you did, really, honest. Gina Pizzas, Go Bearings, and the rest of the DCW racing team. We need some more chat on Twitch, that's for sure. Let's drop in with, well, you know what it's like. I'll tell you what, Luke Leshishi. He's rounded turn one. Have we got anyone who's just coming? Daniel Pay of Old Losing Car in the Porsche. Let's get on board with you. Let's take the ride on board here at Mount Panorama. Here we go. Here we go. Up towards Hull Corner, turn one, the 9 of the green corner that kicks off the lap here at Mount Panorama, aka Bathurst. And then it's a little run up the hill. Slipstreaming, drafting is going to be oh so crucial, but with this wet weather coming, we've got a 46% chance of rain for the start of the race. This could be an absolute living nightmare for an into turn two off camber, fighting the understeer. You want to get as close to the wall on the outside there, and this is where the fun begins. It's treacherous from this point on, hard onto the brakes, into four. I'm going inside, let it drift out wide before bringing cross to the left a bit. Could do an open corner up a bit more there, Daniel Pay in the Porsche. Dancing on the curves, dancing the rear, all the weight in the rear, of course, in this car. They're through Skyline. We drop into the downward stretch of the lap. Here we go. Looking right and left. So crucial, so easy to pick up penalties, and this is where you get the road jam cars pointing in the wrong direction through into Dipper. Car really dropping away there on the front left-hand corner of the car. Looking at left, right, through the Forest Elbow. So patient on the throttle. Wait for it, and go, go, go. Down the hill. Here we go. There are driveways on the left-hand side. These are these private residences, which a race weekend, you physically can't get out of your house. Literally physically can't. On race days, they rent them out as Airbnbs and they go for an absolute portion. Certainly in the Bathurst 1000, what's the Aussie V8 series. Into the chase we go. Blind exit there. You're going to pick out and know where that exit, the second part of the chicane is. Right the curve on the outside, under the bridge. But we're through into the final corner again. We start the lap with a 90-degree corner. We end it with one as well, bumbling across the curves. And that is a lap around Bathurst. And we've got a manning. It's only taken us 9 rounds so far this season, but we've managed to get a clean lap. Nobody crashed out. Nobody hasn't abandoned their lap. Thank you, Daniel Pay. Oh, my faith is restored in you all. Let's have a look how they're getting on in practice. And, well, the usual names at the top. Harold Ashitosa, Luke Lesheshi. Lesheshi? I never quite know how to say it. But anyway, that's done. I tell you, we've done that one to perfection, didn't we? We're getting the pros at this. Absolute pros. Let's have a look at, we've got qualifying just about to begin now. And yeah, it's gonna sort itself out in a second with the graphics. Let's have a little look across to the chat. I see my name being mentioned. Clearly some abuse in going. John Davis saying, have a great event, Tim. Maybe see you later for water chat. Lol. Well, maybe. Quite possibly. Water puns aplenty. There's going to be, I'm sure, a few of those. Let's got everyone heading out onto track now. Let's get them on board. There we go. Mark Brown on YouTube saying, sorry, I meant around 5,000. Lol. I just know it's a long way. Yeah, you use Google Maps, don't lie. VRX85. It should be VXR after the Vauxhall Performance brand. What she said. That's relating, of course, to Gina Peters' earlier comment around Go Bearings and the rest of the DCW racing team. Medmo, Bathurst is about to get a brand new river. Well, is it going to be a river of rain or a river of tears being poured from our drivers' eyes because they've all been wiped out on the first lap? Let's find out. VRX in YouTube saying that happens on every UK forum. Lol, VXR. VXR for the win. Aston Nürburgring, what a beast. What a beast. Or I'll tell you what, the Zafira VXR, that thing should have been illegal. Anyhow, we've got a long out lap here today. Now, means you get a bit more filler from myself. However, a longer lap at just over 2 minutes, and of course only 10 minutes on the clock in qualifying, that does mean that you don't get as many chances in qualifying. You do not get as many chances to get lapses, so you've got to be oh so pinpoint precise. However, this is Bathurst. Do you dare? Do you absolutely dare? How are you going to manage this one? Sanasani is going to be, I believe, well, no, I think it's going to be, I'll tell you what, there he is. Yeah, ever so slightly ahead. Dave Robson, Tiki says, well, he will be the first car across the line, potentially, in the Ferrari. And there she goes. There she goes again. That's on a postcard to what song that's been stolen from. British viewers probably have a bit more of an idea. And Medmo saying there may be a new AM winner tonight. John Davis, the only previous winner tonight. Well, you're not wrong, I tell you. Because for one, there is no Matt Edmondson. So we are going to have a new winner in AM. Great to see. Oh, that was skimming the wall there, Davey Robson. Oh. Tiki Sim Sport, more like Tiki Shave Sport. The way he was shaving the wall there with the body panels. Down towards Dibber. Not long left. Less than half of the lap remaining for him. I tell you what, Sinasani's on an absolute flyer. He started the lap after Robson, but I think he's going to complete it before he does in the BMW. Of course, our lone BMW, and we love an underdog. We love someone who's outnumbered, and Sinasani has been that absolute underdog favourite. Ben said the Fezzer is strong here in the dry, but not so good in the wet. So it could see a strong showing from Ferrari in qualifying. We have got, what, 7 of them in the field. Murray, Bamber, Connolly, Anstis, Robson, who we can see here, Windsor and Weston all taking on the Ferrari. It's time to get some times on the board. We'll stick with Robson. Let's see, Barker looking like he's on a strong lap too. There we go. What's our benchmark going to be? It's Sani with a 205 dead. That's half a second quicker. Then, well, I'm absolutely bamboozled. That Tunstead then goes faster in the Peak Sim Sport Portrait. Will be instantly displayed by Yutorsis, Lesheshi, and Elul. Right, who else? So we've got, well, we need to mention, we've got a newcomer with us this evening. Better late than never. Tom Weston goes up into 6th there. And I saw their name, and they've now disappeared. Where have they gone? So I was like, oh, I'll click on them. They deserve a shout-out. They're a newcomer. There he is. Alistair Pollock in the DCW Racing Porsche in the AM Championship. Are we going to see maybe a debut victory for him here today at Bathurst? But his first lap time got deleted in qualifying, so that's not the best of start, but he's got time, you know. We've got a couple of more laps left in him. If he's fueled up to go for the entirety of qualifying. Davis just heading up into 15th there. Those everyone who's qualified so far, definitely now Murray just displacing him for UKSR Cleland. So leaders of classes, it's also top of the league and on provisional pole. Alul, top of pro, 4th, 2nd row of the grid. Sani, 6th, 3rd row of the grid in Pro-Am, top of Pro-Am. Top of them is Dave Robson in 11th. And the 6th row of the grid. Casper Tunstead, you are looking like you are on a very, very good lap, my friend. Let's head across to you. And in fact, you're pretty much on the same part of the track as our newcomer to the championship, Pollock, DCW. Incidentally, of all the drivers that are yet to set qualifying times, they've all had their laps deleted. They're all Porsche drivers. What does that tell you? I don't know. There's clearly a bit of a pattern there. 2 DCW and 2 null pointers. Anyway, I'm intrigued by this Casper Tunstead lap. No improvement there in the 5th sector. The run to the line. What has the Dane got within him? Oh, he pulls to the inside, and well, clearly feeling like that's going to be... Oh, no, it wasn't deleted, and he goes 3rd onto the 2nd row of the grid. Takes that provisional pole with him to boot as well. He heads straight out of the pit lane. And he won't get round again. No, he cannot get round again. Because we've got 7 minutes on the clock. 2 minutes for at least... Well, 2 minutes and 3 is our original pole time for Paradise Utauta. So, Simon Bamber on a good little lap there. Where are you, Bamber? There you go. Well, you've just got up to 3rd in the Fezzer. VFX simulation Ferrari there, 912. So, well, this could change around quite a bit. So, yeah, I mean, everyone's just headed out now. You're not getting round again. You're done. If you've got enough fuel to go once more, the latest you can realistically leave it and be safe and be confident on it is when that clock up in the top center hits 7 minutes, 50 seconds, I'm going to say. Lawrence Marsh it's not taken in qualifying. He's not set a time. He won't set a time. He's run out of time to get round. Oh, okay. James Connolly pulling it over. Provisional pole sitter at the moment. There's our top Lamborghini driver, Hiratani. 2nd in the Elite Championship. And as I was saying in the build-up, I mean, if it wasn't for all those penalty points he's incurred, he'd be taking a real... Ooh, was that a skim of the wall there? He's really been taking the fight to Utauta in that Elite Championship. So, catch it with Chap as he heads down towards the chase. Love that corner. Just throw it in, launch it in and go for it. Medmo. Also, let us know who you're supporting over in chat. Love to know, as always, who you're on the lookout for. Make it lives a little bit easier. If you're watching over on YouTube, you can see it in the description. If not, I'm going to put it into the chat on both Twitch and YouTube. Bosch, done. Ritani's done with this lap, but there goes the live timing. You stay up to date with where everyone is qualifying so far, the times. Also, it comes race. So Tom Weston heading up into 7th there. So for us at the moment, we're looking, who's got to complete laps? Rob Windsor is one of them for Team Potato. Currently 6th in category in terms of qualifying. 14th overall is Rob in the Ferrari. His best lap so far, 2:05.67. He could lose 3 tenths off that. He's only going to gain 1 place. It's Dave Allen, our top qualifier, in the Audi, in AM for DCW Racing. How nice to say that's not Matt Edmondson for a change. Rob Winter, you're on a lovely little lap, my friend. Green in Sector 1, green in Sector 2. You're going to get everything you got, mate. But you're going to run out of time, actually. I've just seen what the clock's saying. And it's a cold, hard, fast shut here. You're not over across the line, and there's not going to be anyone. That's it. When the timer runs out, you're done. You're dusted. You cannot complete your lap. And what? How gutting is that for Rob? He's on an absolute flyer. Oh, there you go. It all disappears. To transition sessions now. We're going to head across into the warm-up. Time to, get yourself ready. If you're sat watching at home, grab a drink. You can grab whatever you want. Some snacks. I'm trying to think of other things you could grab. Tell you what, it's absolutely roasting here in the UK at the moment. So maybe a nice cold beer. We are in Australia. Now, there was a bit of uproar a few years ago where the fans here for the Bathurst 1000 were limited to bringing in with them 2 crates of lager. 48. And that had to last them, I think, it's the weekend. So much so that has resorted to getting into the grounds weeks ahead and burying cases of beer in the ground. And then digging them up come race weekend. You gotta love the Aussies. You gotta love them. BRX, great idea. Grab a Belgian beer and root for bearings. Race on stream right now. I mean, so nationality-wise, we could have a bit of a good time with this. You know, you could go globe-trotting in terms of your... I mean, some of them are a bit hard to sort. So, Belgium receive room bearings right now. Belgian beer, dead easy. For me, it's got to be a Hoegaarden. So many Brits. Carling. Nathan Lall, he's French. It's got to be a Stella. If you've got... makes people angry, though. Maybe not a good thing. Danish beer, Heineken. Heineken? Yeah, they are Danish. They are. Someone correct me. In the form of Casper Tunstead and Casper Brock, and there he is. That's one of our Danes. Now, South African beers. I'm not too sure on this one. Oh, Stella's Belgium too. There you go. I failed. But he used to have Eric Cantona in the advert. His name's French. Oh, dear. That's not a good start. Let's move on from that one. This is going as badly. I mean, Scandinavian beers. I don't know. Irevo. That's it. You guys chat amongst yourselves over on YouTube chat. That's putting me off. Twitch chat. Come on, you're lacking behind here. What's going on? There's not as many of you watching over on Twitch. Let's have a look. Yeah, Twitch numbers absolutely shocking. And good chance to say, if you've got your Amazon Prime linked to your Twitch, obviously if you've got Amazon Prime, if you don't, get it done. You can utilise your Prime subscription for free. And they don't subscribe to any channel on Twitch. So you'll be donating 5 of Jeff Bezos's dollars to the community, and all that money gets put in and helps to keep things running. Going on many great leagues, of course, got Porsche Cup midweek, GT3s at the weekend, and I do believe I've heard rumours of endurance, so multi-class coming back for next season. Not long left in the warm-up, about a minute and a half left to go. So yes, you can do that. Obviously, hit the follow button anyway. You know, then you stay up to date with when we go live on Twitch. YouTube, come on, we watch enough YouTube. You should know the drill by now. Like, subscribe, turn a little bell notification on so you know when we go live and all that jazz. Yeah. Stay up to date with all of our broadcasts then. I mean, you might not want to hear my voice, so maybe that's part of it. There's plenty. There you go, thank you. Thank you, they've been corrected. Heineken is Dutch. No, it's Danish. You're the one sat here. I'm trying to run a broadcast here. You're the one sat there. You've got Google at your fingertips. Yeah, I'm the one having to Google this. I mean, actually, I know it's made in Britain. I've been to the brewing plant. Yeah, it's Dutch. Found in Amsterdam. Damn. There is a Danish beer. Carlsberg is Danish. Thank you. I knew it was one of them. Somebody saved me. No, well, we're in Australia, so there we go. Foster's. Although I believe you can't actually get Foster's in Australia. Check flag out. Beer talk done. Warm up complete. We're checking things off here, guys, bit by bit. And we can bring you through your grid for this evening. Howard Sortas, he is on pole. I mean, can somebody really take the dominance from him in terms of pole positions? Look at Sheshi is second on the front row with him. Bamba and Ratiani, sorry, lockout row 2, another all-elite row. Then it's an all-pro row. Casper Tunstead takes category pole. He's next to Nathan Law. Row 4 is Tom Weston. Top qualifier in the Pro-Am category is Steiner Sarni. Row 5 and the top 10 rounding about. It's an all Pro-Am row. I'll put and see if we can get it out in a minute. James Colley and Ruben Bearings. Row 6 is Nathan Anstis and Jack Barker. Jack maybe a little bit disappointed by qualifying there, having started 5th in category. Of row 7, the grid is Dave Allen, your top qualifier in the AM category. Next to Daniel Pay. Winter and Robson make up row 8. Well, row 9 is newcomer Alistair Pollock. He's next to Alistair Murray. The Alistair row, we should be renaming row 9. Row 10, the top 20, John Davis and Casper Brockner. Brockner the second time. Neither did the occupants of row 11, which are the Hallidays, Paul and Owen. Lawrence Marsh, not saying a time either. Here we go, folks. Right. I've got the feeling that we are... Yeah. Quite near the end of the lap. Good job we got through that okay. Are you ready, folks? It's round 9. We're not far away from going live here, from getting racing. Who's going to take this one? Who's going to be victorious? Let's find out. Let's do it together. Here we go, folks. Sources controls the pace. Let's get ready to go racing. Round 9, the championship from Bathurst, Australia, as we are green and we are away. And we're heading down towards turn 1 for the first time this evening. Yet Sources on the inside, covering off that one there. As we make our way through, everyone looking like they're playing relatively safely in this early stages. Lawrence Marsh is hanging out in the background there, but it's Simon Bamba with the start. He's up into second, but there's a drag race on for that second place right now. Lukeshi and Rutiani side by side. It's Audi versus Lamborghini. Who's going to come out in third? Well, it's the South African that's going to do it. He's going to squeeze his way through. It's Casper Tunstead at Peak Sim Racing in there. White and blue Porsche is getting squeezed a little bit there. He's dropped 2 places. He was leading the category at turn 1, but he's lost out big time in the slipstream race. So we make our way through here. Casper Brockner's up 2 so far. So is Alistair Pollock on his debut. He's up to second in class now. So we head across Skyline for the first time this evening. Who's going to be? Oh, get close. And it's Lukeshi. It's the wall, kicking up the dust. That's something you wouldn't be doing early on here. It's as well. He is teaching us the way to glory here so far. Already pulling out a 3/4 of a second advantage. 35 Salvo we go. Winding things up. Look back through the midfield. We've got a spinner. It's all gone wrong for Lukeshi. He slapped the wall up at Skyline. And already into the walls. It hasn't appeared as an incident. Ooh, okay. Right, I'm going to see if I'm going to try and pick this one up for you folks as we head down. We'll pick it up in a little bit. Alul just dropping a place as well. I tell you what, Ruben Bearings, take a bow, my friend. You're going for another one here. As Sunset under a lot of pressure, and he's going to get it done. As that's Rotani off the track as well. There's contact. There's contact at Bearings after the illustrious start. It's around, and he's hit as well. Oh, and there's further contact too. Oh, it's all gone wrong, and the rain hasn't even fallen yet. Here in Australia, your top 2 is your Sortes, Bamba, and then there's a big almighty gap. You can't even see him come through. There he comes. It's Tom Weston. He's 3rd overall. He's leading pro at the moment. Alul, 4th. There's Tunstead. Sinasani still leading that Pro-Am category. Lukeshi dropped to 7th, down 5 places. Anstis, Alistair Pollock. He's up 8 spots on his debut. He's in the top 10 already for DCW in that Porsche. Rob Winston going to complete the top 10. Then it's Actually, no, Rob Winston, then Dave Robson, Davis, Murray, Halliday, Allen, Conley, Halliday. In the pits, Rattani, Pay, Bearings, Chap Barker, your leader in that Pro-Am category championship. Casper Brockner and Lawrence Marsh is not taking the start. Let's take a look back at what unfolded. I'm just going to try and pick out that craziness. So Ruben Bearings had a bit of an issue, apparently. Yes, I think I know where this one is. We'll get this back up to full speed. I've just changed one of my settings. Let's fill it there. Right, then Catamon back across the track. There goes Barker into him. Well, good job we didn't connect more people. And I'll tell you what, let's try and pick up. We'll head back live. And so multi-wheel this one. Also, Davis and Paul Halliday up 8 places. Joint highest climbers with this guy you see on the screen right now, Alistair Pollock and DCW. I spoke in the build-up. Could he potentially bag a win on his debut? He's on course for it so far. Closest to him is Davis. He's in 11th, but he is 4 seconds down the road. You might just see him. There you go, flows flying by in that black Porsche. Bound to say fastest lap of the race so far, incidentally. We are at very early stages, only lap 3. But Pollock, what a debut this could be, my friend. Oh, Lakeshi into the pits in the Audi. Well, it's Bruce is battered. I'm surprised he took it around another tour of Bathurst, but he's into the pit lanes. And let's see if I can try and pick up where he lost all of that time. It's not easy when there's so much happening here at a track that is like Bathurst. Right, here we go, folks. I think I've got it. Oh, he was in the wall there. Ricciardi came round and found him, just buried deep into Forest Elbow. Well, there you go, folks. That's what happened to him. Weston in 3rd, but he's in hot pursuit with the form of Law and Casper Sunstead. Even Simon Sarni coming to join the party in that lone BMW in the field. Absolutely flying right now. This could be pound for pound the best battle we're going to see out on track. It involves our top 3 in Pro, also our leader in the Pro category as well. Keshi, incidentally, with only 4 elite drivers, something interesting has happened. So he's dropped to 14. Again, if you, so I glanced at the chat and I see he's still banging out Beers, Tubog being Danish. Thank you very much for that, guys. Thank you very, very much indeed. But I've lost my train of thought now. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think this could be pound for pound our best battle. Yes, Lakeshi, I'm back with it now. Yes, there he is. So he's still 3rd in elite. You see the timing towers changed on the left-hand side to note the top 4 or 5 drivers in each category, but there's only 4 in elite. So he's still on the podium in class, despite being 14. Now Ricciardi is behind him on track. But he is 5 seconds down the road. There's Winston, and he is just behind our out leader, Alistair Pollock. Who is currently the meat in a team potato sandwich. Tell you what, let's... He pulls the driver's right as we head up the hill. Surely going to be the move, and I bet Alistair Pollock's thinking, right, okay, you go on by. Ooh, bit of moisture there on the track, and oh, Pollock, did he keep it out of the wall? I'm not so sure there, guys. I'm not so sure. Let's take another little bit of a look at that one. It's on board. The brake in the Porsche. There it goes. Windsor to our right-hand side. Oh, you lucky, lucky boy. Out of the wall and retaining a clean car for now. Not seeing that rain coming. Oh, hello. Hold on. That looks like rain in the distance. It's very thick. It's very murky. Who's further around the track? I don't think your tortoise is far enough around at the moment to be able to give us a good impression. Oh, I'll tell you, let's have a little dip to him. Is that rain? No, I'm not. No, I think it's still foggy. I was hoping for a bit of rain just to spice things up, but I tell you what, look at the way this gap has shrunk. Bamba is absolutely flying. I'm trying to remember who was over in YouTube chat. I think it might have been Medmo was saying that the Ferrari absolutely been an absolute fire in the dry around here, but it is shockingly wet. And maybe Bamba is trying to make hay while the sun is shining. Well, it's not shining, I know, but metaphorically speaking, here in Australia, while it's still dry, get in front of your tortoise. Ferrari versus Audi. The UK versus Lithuania. So we drag it up the hill. Let's ride on board with the Brit and get, as we drop in, I tell you what, it's all happening thick and fast here. Not sure about you, but did I just hear a bit of clipping in the wall potentially? Great new photo as well from you, Bamba. Loving to see all the childhood photos. So realistically, we've got two key battles. This one for the lead and the one for third. West is still leading that one, but I think we're going to see too many overtakes at this part of the circuit, unless you're a complete nutter madman. As again, Bamba just clipping the walls. There it is, there it is. That's rain. Here it comes, folks. Here it comes. It's at the top of the hill. It's raining. It's falling. And this old man is definitely not snoring. But who's got the minerals? Who can work this one out? Who can figure this out on changeable conditions? In this battle, four-way battle for third, we've got a Ferrari, two Porsches and a BMW. It's Audi versus Ferrari for that lead right now. Currently closing in on Halliday as well. No, sorry, Bay closing on Holiday. But, oh, this is going to be a little bit of a change here. Tunstead moving on by and moving on up. Oh, no, something's happened to Alistair Pollock. Something's happened to Alistair Pollock. Yes, John Davis has gone on by. Let's take a little look. Oh, on his debut, and around goes the rear. You got away with that one. John Davis, you can hear him decelerating the car there as quick as he dare possible. Oh, but that has cost our debutants the lead in AM category. What's happened? Oh, Murray heading into the pits very early on. It's not raining, though, at the bottom of the hill, but it is raining at the top. There you go. This is where the rain starts now. For me, I don't know about you in the chat. This is the worst part for it to be raining. You want to be raining down the straights where it's nice and easy. Not through the slight technical twisty parts where you've got walls bringing impending death to you on either side. I'm saying this is what we want from the rain. Is it? Is it really though? I'm not so sure. Sunset, look at the pressure he is applying onto Weston. That Ferrari definitely struggling in the rain now for DCW. And Sunset, that Porsche is looking, it's like a water moment. It's so agile in comparison. He's pulling left, he's pulling right, he's filling the mirrors of Tom Weston. And oh, there's a change for the lead. It's side by side. It's your Tortoise versus Bamba. And he's got it done. No, it's not. Your Tortoise fights back and he's going to go deep on the brakes to try and recover it, but he can't. Bamba's through for effect. He takes the lead here on lap 6. Takeshi, he's been involved in an incident somewhere. Oh, and he says straight into the pits. He takes the lead. But I talk about shithousery there from Bamba. I hope this is marked for maturity, otherwise I've just ended up in a lot of trouble. But he takes the lead from your Tortoise and then comes straight into the pits. And here, well, I'll tell you what, Ferrari's coming in. Right, so it's also, he's carried on, hasn't he? Yes, he has. Casper Tunstead, you carried on. Right, this is where we've got high activity. Bamber into the pit. Steiner Sardi, what are you doing? You'll carry on going. Weston's bits. Alol is in. Sir Rob Windsor has carried on. Interesting one, the only Ferraris not to do so. Nice Ansys in. John Davis in for the lead of the AM category. As the Pollock, he's dropped in too in the Porsche for DCW Racing. Have they gone too early? As you taught us, gone too late. That rain kicking in much earlier on. And our leader's going to need a quality in lap here. Wiper on. Let's run on board. Across the mountain. In the rain. What's this Audi like? How brave is he feeling? You can hear how he's backing out of it. Soaring at the wheel. You see in the left-hand corner there. Oh, he's so touchy and treacherous. Tippy-toeing in the brakes, saying, "Well, you okay to accelerate? You're going to find some grip, are you sure?" The alternative line, trying to find the grip out there, away from the rubber. But away he goes. But where have they all come out? Back there is Bamber. So he's at the top of the hill right now, halfway around the lap. Weston only... No, okay, he's good, he's good. Feels like he spent a lot of time in the pit lane. He did, it took him an extra 40 seconds to go through. Oh, he's got a penalty. That's why. Somebody got caught speeding in the pits. What's happened to Rob Wynn? Let's see if I can... Oh, something's happened to Bamber. Something has happened to Simon Bamber. It's come up on my log that he's had an accident. Oh, that was twitchy. Oh, and clearly that is a treacherous point. When the team potato cars have already had an incident, I think that was Rob Windsor because he was showing up. Oh, the Austin Power style turn there for Bamber, and that's going to really help out Haradis Utortis, who has not come into the pits yet. This it was Windsor by the looks of things. And nearest, damn it. It's normally Audi doing Audi things, but it's Ferrari doing Ferrari things at the moment here at Bathurst. And Utortis, the mad lad, it's gone, no, I'm not coming in, boys. I'm staying out here. Now, it is on here, though. Davis versus Pollock. The battle for the M category lead. I tell you what, we're not even at full monsoon conditions, and it's starting to get treacherous out there. Hard to see, but there's a big mistake there from John Davis. Can Pollock get it? And he's going to drive on by him like he's practically stood still. And he reclaims the lead on lap 8. Back into the lead of AM category. Up into 8th as well now. Rumours so retirements, Ruben Bearings, and Casper Brockner. Actually, as I say that, Bearings has got going. But he's got Douglas feeding into the bits, I believe. And based on his lap time. Let's catch up with you in the chat. Some interesting instance so far. I mentioned over in YouTube. Interesting strats being played right here in place at the right time. Well, we'll find out if it's the right time. Utortis is the only driver to not have pitted so far, and I say that in that tone because Pollock's just looking like he ran in a bit deep there. There goes Utortis. Surely he's got to come in this lap. Yeah, he's in. He ran it out 2 longer laps. Little trio of Audis there. Working together with one another. He's into the pits. A massive, massive lead. He did have. Right. Where is Bamber? Now, Bamber did have that spin. But he's absolutely going like a rocket ship right now. Fully engaged. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. Into his pit box arrives Utortus. There he is. Oh, he's overshot it! He's overshot his pit box! Well, it looked like a comfortable lead. But he may have undone himself now. What is going on here? Thank you very much for joining us, everyone. By the way, over on YouTube and Twitch. This is turning into, well, I just don't know. Because where is your tortoise? He's still sat there. He's still up on the jacks. He's having his tyres changed. But that is the sound of a Ferrari of Bamba, despite his spin, going through, going into the lead for effect. Here on that line, and there in the background is Harold Tortoise of Absolute Motorsports. Well, he's dropped an absolute clanger, hasn't he? He's fallen away this one. A combination of staying out too late, past his bedtime, in the wet, it's cost him. And then he overshoots his box. He might have got away with it if it wasn't for overshooting his box. Let me know if you've ever overshot your box. No innuendos intended. Let's see if we can get a little replay of exactly. It's all good. Oh, he chinks to the right late on. I don't think he was too far across to the right of the pit lane for it to register. Oh no, Pollock's crash. Let's take a look at what's happened to Pollock. Ring light on in the Porsche. He got onto the curbs, he survived it. Oh, and then he just... I'm not sure what he was doing. Was he looking... I don't know where he was looking, what he was doing. He wasn't concentrating on the road. Incidentally, he's still holding on to that lead category. Or is he? No, he's allowing Davis back on through. But tippy toes around the outside himself. Right, let's sit rep, guys. Let's understand how this is all panned out. Very early on stops here. Round 9 of the championship. So Simon Bamba leads overall. Utortus, Rassiani, second and third in class. Second and ninth overall right now. Pro category. It is Alul, who is third overall right now, leading that class. Casper Sunset's second, he's fourth overall. Tom Weston down to 11th overall, but holding on to third. And actually, in fact, you see, Brockner has got going again. He is a lap down. So it's going to have to really fall apart in dramatic consequences. And Styles, oh no, and changes Pot Davis has a spin. Oh, half spin, and that allows Pollock, who's on his own, what's oh, this is just blowing my mind right now. What's going on? They're all just... Oh, wow, that's why I didn't think it... I thought that Pollock had got through. He hadn't. Got clipped. Jack Barker's also had a bit of an incident. Let's take a look at what's happened to our Jack here. Privateer, championship leader in the Pro-Am category. Oh, well, only a light tap of the wall, you lucky, lucky boy. Right. So, back to our sit rep and what's going on. That Steiner Sani leads Pro-Am right now. He is 5th overall at the moment. But... as you know, sorry, I say but, he could end up in 4th overall, even 3rd, because that is Tunstead and Alul that's back in front of him. There's Nathan Anstis, who's not far behind him. So I tell you what, he's in a shout with this. So I'm seeing Pro and Pro-Am all together pretty much on the track. Oh, Zia, as we say, I'm getting word. And I think this might be terminal, or pretty major, folks. That's why it wasn't a big incident. He was left pointing the wrong way. Oh, Sani. Reflexes of a cat there to avoid that one. Go on, Jason. Come on, Harris. Come on. He's trying to flick it around. It's just not working for him. A disappointing Jason. Now he got going again. According to my thing, maybe it's that where he's had a further incident. Ah, so he did clip Sarni. Well, as the rain falls, the incidents come. Has broke up this little bit of a battle here, just only a little bit. So Law now second overall, Tunstead third overall, but second in class. So we could have a Pro-Am on the podium overall. Danny Lee over on YouTube. What a mess. Love it. I mean, it's a mess. But it's just mistakes. Just mistakes all around. There's no necessarily fault of their own. I mean, what a nasty combo this is. Wet weather and Bathurst. That is for sure. Let's move further down. And that's why they're making mistakes, because you can see less than something all beginning with F. That's not a postcard for what that word should be. Ferrari, because there's a Ferrari in front of us. I know what you're thinking. Incidentally, Connolly could see more of Windsor. But he was sitting right behind him than when he backed out to try and give himself some space, incidentally. John Davis leads that one. Dave Allen second. Owen Halliday up to third. So, in the pits. Anstis. Pollock. And Alistair Murray. Retirements. Owen the 135. Dave Robson in category. And there's your leader, Simon Bamber. Lawrence Marsh, of course, did not make the start here today. We've still got 35 minutes left of this. 35 minutes. Murray, what's happened? Well, I've seen in the chat. He's sat there a while. He's had an incident. This is what happened to Alistair Murray. And he jumps straight to the pits. So he's currently having to serve his toe. Ooh. Ooh. A little bit screwy on the brakes there from Bamber and that effect Ferrari. Right, folks. Prediction time. I mean, what's going to happen in the second half of this race? Is Bamber going to walk away with a victory? Are we going to see Davis just waltz this one in the category? Got 3 classes in the top 4. And if you're second elite, which is the top class, and you're Harris Torsus and you're 5th overall right now. Phew. Well, I tell you what, that is really starting to fall here. It's definitely getting wetter and wetter. There's our top 2 in the pro category make their way through. Bamber leads these 2 by 12.5 seconds. And that's the wall there for all. What can Tunstead do now? Can he close on in? Asani, incidentally, is 4.5 seconds behind these guys now after being right up with them for, well, since the start of the race. And Lowell feeling the pressure, defending the inside there. Tunstead keeping his car planted there. He's asking the question of the Frenchman. Oh no, our leader now, it's like a curse. We'll have a quick look at what's happened to Davis, and then we'll throw back to, I can see that it's still side by side. Here he is, Davis to the wrong stuff, and oh, it's all gone wrong for him. Up at Skyline, around he's gone. Bang, bang, bang. Crash, bang, wallop. What a picture and what a loss for the lead of your category. Owen Halliday now leads them. He's the only AM driver to have gained a position in this race, and he's gained 8 of them. And look at the spray. Some Western's had an incident. There's incidents aplenty here in this wet weather. A lull in the wall again. I'm sure I've just seen him bumbling against the wall there. I tell you what, he might be second, he might be leading pro, but it is not a comfortable and happy experience right now for the privateer in the Porsche that is Nathan Lull. I mean, it's such a rhythm track, certainly up in the mountain here. And then when you have to drive offline to find the grip, it just breaks you in terms of understanding where you should be at on track. And Tunstead is almost like he's playing with him. It's a cat. It's got a mouse. He's letting it go, making him think that it's free. Then he'll catch it again. He'll smack it about a bit. He knows that he is in control of this situation. It's Lord darts to the inside, trying to find some grip there, and it looked like a bit of a lock up there from Tunstead. Got away with it though. Got away with it big time. Dave's still in the pits, and he's just heading out now. As Tunstead once more asks the question, is this going to be the lap? Is this going to be the moment now? As we head out onto lap 14 for these drivers. Where they decide to go for it. We'll bring you further instance. We'll stick with these guys. Not going to see an overtake there, I don't think. I think Ernst is two potato drivers. They come together. Yes, they have. But it's not how we thought it would be. It was a mistake. Oh, and yet Tortoise, you lucky, lucky man. So it was Windsor that, in fact, just dropped the rear and then bang, straight into the back of him. Comes his teammate. Wow. And still Tunstead remains behind him. Nate Fernandez driving bring that Team Potato Ferrari back home with no front end. Don't think he doesn't know he's got a front end. Is that you, Tortoise? No, it's not you, Tortoise, in front of it. Okay. We've also got... So he's going for this. I mean, I tell you what. Hats off to him. Clearly doesn't know that he's missing his front end. Let's see a replay of Connolly now. Into turn 2. I'm just dropping the rear. and while we were talking about that, there's been a change for second. There has been a change for second. As Sunset has finally got the move done. Let's take a look at how he did it. And there you go. It was the mistake. The mistake from Alol. He finally cracked. And Tunstead heading on by into second. I don't know about you, but I'm sure Bamba's lead is shrinking. I had that in my mind, it was about 10 seconds. Oh, beautiful. That's seen chat, beautiful. Beautiful pun there. The collision for the two Team Potatoes cars. It was mashed potato. Oh, I love that one. That is beautiful. That is something of beauty. Well, we've not really got any battles out on track at the moment. It's all calmed down a little bit. We've got that. Everyone pitting very early on. I'm not convinced there's more stops potentially for some of our drivers in this one. Were they able to take on enough fuel? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But there's one thing I can guarantee for you, that in 25 minutes and 30 seconds time, I've well spotted there, yes, and as well, rain has certainly relinquished here, down at the bottom of the track. I believe I said, no, I was leading Am and then my game crashed. Oh, that's... is just... I don't know what to say, really. Oh, around goes Lakeshi. He's had a real dramatic afternoon. Or evening. However you want to look at things here. Suddenly there is the weather. And as you said, it has in fact, I'll tell you what, we'll have a look around the track. But let's have a look at the skyline right now. Yeah, there's no rain at the top of the mountain either. So how quickly can this track dry out? Down the chase too, all looking good there. Amber is still he's dropping a bit of time. So last time around, he did a 2:27.37. Tunstead, I mean, could we have a pro driver win overall? Love to know your thoughts on that one. But he's only 6 seconds behind now. This, the Ferrari mentioned in the build-up about how slow it is in the web. This feels like a cumbersome, lethargic drive here of Bamba, and that affect Ferrari. I mean, he's winning his category. He is, I mean, running around in the lowest gear possible. Is he trying to fuel, maybe really low on fuel, trying to fuel save potentially here a bit? Bring himself inside that window? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Johns Davis, incidentally, back into lead of AM category. Dave Allen. And Halliday is currently, Owen Halliday currently last person on the podium. Alistair Pollock is out on the track and Halliday isn't. It's Halliday mentioning in chats over on YouTube that it's game crashing. So Sim. S. Livington, go Sani, Norwegian knows. How to race in rain. He is. Let's give this guy some love. Racing Labs. There he is. Yeah, this guy's a dark horse. Absolute dark horse. He's just been quietly chipping away. Minding his own business all season long. Don't see him much on screen. Owen, reboot your PC. That does sort it, I believe. Seeing you mentioned that you've crashed and you can't get back in. It's a weird system. You have to go out and completely reboot your PC. Yeah, big quiet all season long. And, well, never since seen him on streams much. He's never involved in that much either. You know, he's not really the tortoise on the hare in the tortoise fables, but I'm going to have to open another drink here because I'm parched. Amazing really seeing how wet it is out on track, but we've had a lot to cover so far this evening. And yeah, he's there consistently, and he is in with a really good shot at winning the championship. In Pro-Am, he could do it. Barker's had a shocker by his own standard. He's currently line 12 overall, 6th in category. Oh, Rattani's in the pits. Maybe it's time to answer the question about stopping again. This incidentally is his 3rd stop of the evening in that Lamborghini. He one of 2 Lamborghinis. The Lamborghini's not running well at all. Of course, the other one being Jack Barker. Yeah, not running well today. He's all in 3rd, and he's stopped 7 seconds to Tunstead. He's absolutely flying. See if we can bring up a lap comparison here for. Oh, well, lighting up the rears there. Maybe trying to generate a bit of heat in them. First off, I'll tell you what, we're going to head across to the helicopter. Can we see a bit of a dry line emerging out on track? Not really, as we look down, maybe a little bit in the middle. Again, nothing. None of this grabbing me. I see in the chat, Medmo saying Pork versus Fezzer for the lead. Well, technically, it's a horse in the Ferrari Lamborghini. The Ferrari logo even. So it's horse versus pig. Of course, based on the team as well. It's coming to peak effect. See what I did there? Yeah. Incidentally, that prancing horse that is in the Ferrari logo appears twice, 2 other places in World Motorsport. Actually, car manufacturing in general. Name them. As we're having quite, with running quite a races, no one close to one out on track. Where are the other 2 places? You cannot Google this. And one of them, I can guarantee you, if not, maybe both of them, will annoy the hell out of you when you see it. This is a race. We've got 10 people watching on Twitch, 20 on YouTube. So therefore, the YouTube people have got the power of 2 to 1 here over Twitch. Who's going to get it? Twitch or YouTube? Come on. Where else do they appear? The prancing horse, where else does it appear in the world of car manufacturing? 2 places. Let's just say that. Alistair Pollock. Oh no. And what started off as a glorious day, he is running as high as Ape. It's all come down. Medmo saying in YouTube. So YouTube, what would it slightly say? Oh, I know it's used on a plane at one point. You are correct. That's what it stemmed out of. and World War II fighter planes was carried on them. Now that might give you a little bit of a hint. A little bit of a hint. As we're coming into, well, what seems to be the incident hour now. Dave Allen of DCW, two DCW cars. Oh, and a long, slow, lazy spin there from the Audi of Allen. Now, Rob Winter, more mashed potato time here. Oh, saved that one a bit better, didn't you? Oh, I think there's been a big smash-up, maybe. So Alistair Murray's been caught up in something. And James Conley very quickly after. So that's Murray. Oh! Oh, okay, right. Just casually emerging into the shot there was Conley. So yes, it was that second part, and if I can find it, here he comes, and it's like a carbon copy. Although he just made contact with the wall. Murray jumps to the pits. It's like, you know where Sunstead chasing someone down, or he knows he's on stream. If he's giving us, Casper, if you're giving us away through the use of your headlights, do it again now. Can we use the power of someone? Oh, he's going to move out of shot now, isn't he? Oh, somebody. They come into the pits, or they spun out of the final corner? No. No, he wasn't watching clearly. Oh, hello, Anstis, who's still got no front end, amazingly, and Conley up the inside. Not a conventional overtaking place, but going to drag it up the hill. Oh, this is going to end up in tears. This is challenging enough to do in the dry, let alone trying to do it in the rain. And a car that doesn't react very well to wet weather. On board with Anstis in Team Potatoes Ferrari. Medmo still playing along. Good to see that. Back to the horse. Was it a German manufacturer? It might have been. In fact, actually, the other one might be German as well. But it's not necessarily a car manufacturer, but it is very much involved in the automobile industry. And you will kick yourself because for never spotting it before. At least I did, anyway. Bearings coming back strong. Let's go, mate. Well, yeah, we haven't checked in with Room Bearings for quite a while now. And in fact, that is a lap car in front of him. That is Harold Ichisortus, who's running 5th overall right now. Close to seeing these guys. Alistair Murray's had an incident. Bearings, the highest position driver, is 1 lap down currently. Starting. Oh, no, sorry, it's Conley, isn't it? Apologies. Despite Bamber's slow pace, we have lapped a lot of people. Instance, I think, have played a large part in that one. There he is. Paul Halliday, though. Paul, we haven't mentioned you all race long. currently residing second in Pro-Am and up an incredible 6 places in class and 15 overall. The only driver that's made double figures for positions gained. And the closest to him is John Davis, his leading AM category, who's up 8. Rookie numbers there, John, in comparison. Rookie numbers. At least you're not leaving it to I tell you what, Ansys, with no front end on that Ferrari, is not doing a bad job at all. Meanwhile, as well, just keeping half an eye on that gap out front. Oh, well, okay, right, that's on us back to Ansys as Conley loses the rear again once more in exactly the same spot as what he's lost it previously. Let's have a little look back. Can we see one Casper Tunstead in the background? The answer to that is no, not yet. But he's not far away. Chad Barker up onto the back of Davis as well. But this is changed for 11th position potentially impending here. However, no changes in category because Davis is our leader in the AM category. Second is Dave Allen, 16th overall, and Alistair Pollock back into the podium positions in AM. As 4 other categories, mentioned a lot about Tunstead. He's now 15 seconds clear of the law. If he made the pass early, you have to wonder, would he be right with Bamba? Remains to be seen. We've got 10 minutes remaining of this race here, round 9 in the championship. A little second in Pro. Third in class is Casper Brockner, who's all the way down to 14th. I had to double check that then because I didn't quite believe it and I thought my eyes were just, we've got different colours for each category. I was just playing with me a little bit. I haven't turned on one of the parts either. No, we put that up. That makes life a little bit easier and better for everyone concerned. Better late than never, hey, 10 minutes to go. As for the Pro-Am, Sarni still leads that one. Halliday second in class. See if we've lauded Claudius over there. He is. Daniel Pay of All Do's in Cars. It's had a very quiet evening, but he's up 3 places himself in class. He's at 7 overall right now, into 7th. Lovely stuff from him. Lakeshi, he's still clinging on to that 3rd place in the elite. I mean, he sort of has he's looked positively average here today. And that is not something I say lightly about guy. He's also has a very high standards, great driver, lovely chap as well. But he's going to walk away surely disappointed with this one. The Audis have been dominant this season, but just not it. They haven't seemed to have gelled well with the rain here today in Australia. And who else have we got? That's it pretty much. In terms of retirements, obviously Marsh did not start the race. We lost Robson on lap 7. Lap 12, we lost Weston. Who else is still stationary? Owen Halliday on lap 12. Alistair Murray of UKSR Cleland has been in the pits for the last 4 minutes. Looking like a retirement from him. Which is on lap 17. Bamba currently on lap 22 at the moment. Oh, not comfortable under braking. You see the way the car's just twitching, moving around there. And that gap is within 4 seconds now. There he is in the background. The lights of that Porsche of Peak Sim Racing, Casper Tunstead. But I think he's going to run out of time here. He's leading pro. He's second overall. And I think Bamba's just got enough up his sleeve here. Bar disaster. Bamba's got a clear track ahead of him as well. Coming up on any back markers. But to bring this one home. Shame. I thought we were going to have a real grandstand finish for the victory. It just doesn't look like. I think we're going to be denied it. I mean, we still have 6 minutes, but realistically, about another 3 laps remaining from Australia. And I mean, he's catching him at a second a lap, but sometimes 2 seconds. With no back markers in front of him. Just don't see Bamba now, just losing out on this one. So I think it's time to end of our little quiz. We're just coming alongside these last few minutes now. So, where does the prancing horse that looks on the Ferrari appear with us in World Motorsport? Well, first off, I said it was to do with motorsport, but not necessarily a car manufacturer. The answer? Continental Tires. Here's one in there. The other one, now this one had me, and I know there'll be a few of you that do not believe me whatsoever. The other one, ironically, is the car. It's currently in second today. There. It's Porsche. It's right in the middle of their logo. Is a horse. Splashing through the puddles there, Casper Tunstead, like a big child. Maybe just trying to cool off those tyres a little bit as dry lines starting to emerge. Not a particularly hot day, 19 degrees Celsius here in Australia. So there we go. But yeah, answer your quiz. Porsche and Continental Tires. That's where the prancing horse appears. There we go. That killed a little bit of time off for us, didn't it? As we had inside the last 5 minutes now. In fact, we're not far off, 4 minutes remaining. This gap has neutralised now around about 5 seconds. And I do wonder, hopefully we'll get a chance to speak to Bamba later on after the race and just trying to ascertain what was going on there. Whether he was having to fuel save or a little bit drifty on the exit there. Sunset's starting to push as well. Graziani looking like a new joiner in terms of our retirements. Let's take a look at how it all unfolded for him in that Olympus Esports Lamborghini. Swap 10s. Ooh, a rear end looking like it's detached. I don't know about you. Yes. He does jump to the pits. I think he just has enough of this. That comes later on. Yeah, there you go. That's his day done. So Pollock, last car alive at the moment. Incidentally third in the M category. There he is. Still not bad for your debut, Master Pollock of DCW Racing. Be happy with that one if you told him in the rain at Bathurst you can walk away with third in your season debut. Could have won one stage, but you You know, let's take the positives out of this one. Sunset's starting to struggle with that car now. Really starting to struggle. The wet, dry phasing around Bathurst doesn't seem to be favouring the Porsche right now. Bamber is coming, and he's coming damply. Yes, those of you might remember Monza. Of course, that was in the rain as well. He said that it was coming, and it was coming hard. Or, I can't remember who it was at the time. I mean, what a drive that was from Bamber. He seems to be the wet weather specialist, this guy, because Monza spun at turn 1. Well, arrived backwards at turn 1 on the grass. Through no fault of his own after completely messing up qualifying. And then ends up dead last. And starts to just pick his way through the field, one by one. And that's finishing third. What a drive. What a drive it was. One of my favourite drives that, and it's been honestly, genuinely honest now, one of my favourite drives. I've seen many a drive, you know. Great moment. I've had the pleasure to witness doing commentary for, what, the last 4 years it's going to have been now. And that is right up there. It's one of my all-time favourite drives. It was an absolute work of art. And I think could have done another 20 minutes, but I think he could have won that one if he just had a little bit more time on his side. White flag in the air. We got one to go here at Bathurst. 25 seconds left on the clock. Simon Bamber, take it away. It's sort of victory. One lap to bring it home, and Tunstead, well, he's a mere defeat. That gap remaining at 5 seconds. We've got a battle on here. Oh, and okay, right. Brave in the wet there from Daniel Pay. In fact, I saw them getting. Oh, that's why. Paul Halliday slaps the wall. Daniel Pay himself having a few clippages at the wall. Still got another lap to go, these guys. They are really. They're not that far ahead of our leader, Bamber. Bamber has currently lapped everyone up until and including, I believe, 10th place Liglishishi, which is an astounding result. And to inflate it on another elite driver as well. I mean, the South African has had his, after the stunning qualifying from him, put it on the front row and then, yeah. It's just gone from bad to worse for him. Hit the wall earlier on. Shame. Shame for him. Oh, John Davis taking an alternative line through the grass there. It's all. Oh, right. I mean, bearings incredibly close there. I think the stewards might be looking at that one potentially. He got the nudge from behind. Suddenly being caught very, very late on here by Yatsortas. But let's head to our leader, Simon Bamber. One corner left to go. And the Rainmaster for Effect Simulations is going to take the victory here in Season 13, the UKSR GT3 League, Round 9 from Bathurst. What a drive from the Brits. Tunstead picks up 2nd place overall and the win in Pro. Sinasani is going to hold on to that victory and also that 4th place over Yatsortas. So a great drive from him, beating an elite driver. Well, 3 of our 4 elite drivers here in this round, and also 4th overall for the Pro-Am driver. Great for him. John Davis across the line as well. He picks up the victory in Am, having climbed 7 places. Guys climbing today. There he is, this guy, Paul Halliday. He's got Nathan Anstis back behind him. They spent the majority of this race in that Team Potato Ferrari without a front end. Line up the rears there. I suppose the next question is, who's going to do the jump? Who's going to go around another lap and launch it across? Not that I'm goading anyone or anything, but I think it's got to be done, hasn't it? Surely. Allowing these drivers just to complete their lap. And Anstis, yeah, everyone lapped up until including James Conley in 9th, I believe. No, Luke Lashishi in 10th. So still in drive from Bamba. But yeah, Halliday there holding off Anstis. So squeeze the last place inside the podium in category. And, well, where is everyone? Let's see. That says to me he didn't do the jump. Disappointing. Not angry, just disappointed. Come on, one of you's got to do it. Come on. Mind you, have they got enough instant points left if it goes horribly wrong? Yeah, but surely we can't, you know, can't disqualify someone for doing the jump. Surely. Come on, Casper. This feels like a Porsche that's being wound up to the max. Do it for the old dudes in cars. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Don't turn. Don't turn. Oh, that's it. On board. Keep your foot buried. Oh, well, that was a disappointment. Right. Oh, Jack Barker's played it safe. Casper, you were nearly some sort of god. Ruben. Bearings. DCW Racing. Someone's had a lot of love in the chat. Someone tell him. Just get on the phone now. In Discord. Say, come on, Ruben. You've got to do this, mate. You've got to do this. Fellow Porsche driver let you down. Here we go. He's doing it. Oh, and it's the... Well, it's the new... Of course, I didn't think about this. I'm goading them all into doing the jump here. But... Of course, it's the great off-track physics that iRacing have put into the simulator, meaning that the gravel and grass actually slow you down now, like they do in real life. So, yeah, that's 2 broken cars, and apologies. I'll make sure any points deductions, you know, or disqualifications are overridden because some idiot commentator goaded you into trying to do the jump. On that bombshell, let's go through the standings. The results even. Apologies. Wow. There he is, Simon Bamba, the Rain Master Extraordinaire. Winner here today. From round 9 at Bathurst, Casper Tunstead, Pro Driver Extraordinaire, 2nd overall, and 2 Pro Drivers, in fact, Nicola Law joining him on the overall podium. Steiner Sani just about missing it out there, finishing 4th overall, but winning that Pro-Am category, and I believe that's the highest position finish for a Pro-Am driver this season, the overall standings. How does she taught us? 5th. I mean, wow. That's a big one, that one, isn't it? Not if you were trying to put odds on that one, you would have won a lot of money because I don't think any of us saw that coming. Daniel Pay, 2nd in Pro-Am, and Halliday picking up 3rd place, 6th and 7th overall for those two. Anstis just missing out by only a second to get the line in the end. James Conley, 9th. Luke Leheshi, 3rd in Elite, but 1 lap down and rounding out the top 10. I mean, Bamba on form today, lapping everyone up until 10th, including 10th place. Ruben Bearings failing at the jump because of the off-track spacings. Apologies, Ruben, but you gave it a try. Everyone loves a tryer. John Davis, winner in AM, 12th overall. Great drive from him. Barker, 13th again. Another one disappointing from his results today. Casper Brockner, a failure at the jump as well. He's 14th. Rob Windsor, 15th. And then 2 laps down, Dave Allen for DCW. And his teammate, Aslan Sopokot, 3 laps down, but they round out that podium, 16th and 17th overall, respectively, those two. Into retirements now. Ratani, who we lost, he finished 18th, lost him on lap 19. Murray, we lost him on lap 17. And if I click the right part, there we go. You can see the rest of the results. There we go. Murray, yes, lost him on lap 17. Lap 12 for Halliday and Weston. Dave Robson, lap 7. He retired on. And Marsh did not make the start. Got some people standing by. Let's have a bit of a chat to them. Right. Let me now prepare myself for... I'll tell you, who are we going to pick out first? Who have we got? Well, we've got 2 crackers here. So, let's get everything in alignment here. And everything in... You can see I'm really, like, pro streamer, aren't I? Right. Here we go. We'll drag him in. Ready. I might need to adjust his volume depending on how loud or quiet he is. First place in Elite, Simon Bamber. Congratulations. I mean, what a there we go. What a drive from yourself. I mean, there seems to be something about you and wet weather races that just seem to work so well together. Oh, he's not appearing through my end. Simon, bear with me. Oh, hold on. I know what this is. I think. It says. Bear with me one moment, viewers. So it's like changes around to system. I believe we're going to want that one. Right, Simon, can you hear us now? Or can I hear you?
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Yes, that's coming through. Me? Yeah, and that's coming through. It's all working out all right. That's what we love. That's what we love. Let's crank you up a little bit. But yes, I mean, a great start from yourself. Absolutely aced it off the line. 3 wide into turn 1 as well. And from that moment, it just, the rain came and it just seemed to get better and better for you.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I think the tyre strategy played a real big part. I kind of said to myself, I'd do whatever Heraldus did. And then, so I stayed out with him, and then it got a bit slippy over on the mountain. So I thought I'd come in for tyres, and I think that was the right choice. But from then...
Well, from there, it wasn't quite as simple, of course. We watched you lose the rear end and spin. Were you surprised when you saw that after Heraldus had pitted, you emerged in front?
I must admit, I had a spotter, and he told me that he was having a bit of a nightmare over on the mountain. But I did, after I had my spin, I did think I'd definitely be in second. So I was very surprised to come out in front of him.
Yeah, so your spotter did a very good job in spotting that part, but didn't obviously clock like we did on stream that he missed his pit box as well.
Gosh, I wonder whether he hit there's a little pit bug there. I wonder whether he hit that because
he was. So it appeared from what we saw anyway, that he was too far over to the right hand side, pulled up at what should have been his box, and obviously it didn't register that he was across to the left enough.
I feel really bad for him because he had mega pace. I mean, we were going nose to tail for the first few laps before it rained, and I was kind of looking forward to a battle for the rest of the race. So I do feel really gutted for him. From
that, I mean, you say that. I mean. I'm sure you were probably being told that your pace was a lot stronger than his post the rain. Even if you had have come out after the pit stops of being in second, do you still feel like you would have had enough in the bag to be able to overtake him?
I hope so. I think my strategy was drive my pace and then hope for other people to make mistakes, which I think paid off really in the end. Although I must admit, near the end, Casper was really worrying me.
Well, yes. I mean, he was catching you sometimes at a good second half to 2 seconds a lap. Were you having to fuel save? I know everyone seemed to pick quite early on in the window, and I wasn't too sure whether you'd be able to make it or not on fuel. Was there an element of fuel saving going on from yourself? We had you, almost coming out of Forest Elbow in like what sounded like fourth gear.
No, he was just quicker than me.
Okay.
The track was evolving at such a fast rate, and it was so hard to adapt to. As in, from lap to lap, you're able to use completely different lines, and I think he was a bit quicker at sort of switching on to those fast lines.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that the laps he was taking a second out of me. It was literally just because he had the pace. It was a really, really good drive from him.
Well, even so, you've got to be there to take those opportunities when they come your way. Simon, congratulations, race winner here today from Bathurst. And again, seems to be something about these wet weather races, just magic for you. Of course, Monza as well.
I love it. Thank you so much. It was my first ever win in UKSR, so I'm pretty pleased.
Good stuff. Great to chat to you as always. Simon Bamber there for a tech simulation, your winner here today. Let's have a little look down the list. Who else we've got sat there? I know we've got another gem incoming for you. Let's have a little switch across. We'll do the pro thing here first of all. We'll drag him in and make you can listen to my voice for a little bit just while we flick it all across. Your winner in AM category, John Davis. John, congratulations. Hello. I mean, man,
that was fun.
It was definitely something. I mean, there seemed to be a curse on the AM category that whoever led seemed to either put it in the wall or something happened to them. I mean, I think you must have led about, 3 times, I think? Maybe 4?
I think I got lucky when that world of carnage was going off, because what I should really do is I'm realising when I qualify, I normally go on race fuel because that's my race pace, and I'm thinking, as these boys are really rapid, if I get really lucky and qualify further up the grid, I'm going to cause a bit of a problem for people. So I did what I normally did, managed to avoid the carnage quite a few times. And then before I knew it, I was up in the top 10. I was thinking, well, this is all right. Then I dropped it. It's like, damn it.
Hey, we've all been there. I mean, I don't normally make it as high as that, so hence why I commentate. But I mean, there was. Alistair seemed to be having, him and myself were having a great battle at one point. And then we saw, very late on, we actually caught it. I think it was Ruben Bearings who was just behind you, just giving you a little bit of a tap in the last few laps. And you sort of going round almost as you headed through Skyline. That must have been a real heart in your mouth moment. So close to the end, leading as well, looking like it could all end in tears for you.
Yeah, I see him coming, and I'm thinking, does he really want this? Is he going to really try and make a move over the mountain? I'm like, my God, he's got a lot more pace for me, because I see him coming. I thought, no, he's got to be patient, surely. No, I was like, oh no, no, please. But the car managed to sort of right itself, had a bit of damage, and sort of just managed to get it to the end. So thank God for that. It's a racing incident. These things happen. I don't think you did it on purpose. He's already apologised, so fair play, Ruben.
Yeah, can't say fairer than that, really, can you? I mean, it seemed to be like just he got caught out by the closing speed that between him and yourself. One of those things, wasn't it?
You've got to remember, as an old man driving in the rain here, going, oh my God, I've been literally had to change my underwear every time I went over Skyline. I was just like, no, this is wrong. That was probably one of the hardest races I've done. Even though I've done Bathurst loads of times, I did a little bit of practice this week in official practices.
Yeah.
Never raced it in the rain, so I was just thinking, all I've been doing all week is just doing the GTEs round Nürburgring combined. So the concentration level was there, but man, that was harder than throwing a GTE round the Nürburgring. That was so hard.
That sort of point there, John, as well. obviously the fastest way round in the wet and the safest way as well is to not drive on the racing line. I was saying in commentary, the thing with Bathurst, it's such a momentum track, and you're threading the eye of the needle in the dry and having to stick to those exact lines.
Yep.
In the wet, when you're trying not to do that, it must be like you say, especially as you head across the mountain where the track narrows. It turns into a street circuit. It must mess with your head on every single time and left you confused and questioning what you're actually doing, or at least that's surely what it would. But I know what it would have done with myself.
Yeah, welcome to my world. That basically explains me completely, because it probably took me 4 or 5 laps to suddenly realise it's wet. Get off the dry racing line, John. What are you doing? So, but yeah, like Simon said in his interview, the track just evolved and changes every lap, and you are trying to search for that grip. It's definitely challenging. Good fun, but so hard work.
Well, all worth it in the end. Our winner here today in the AM category, John. I mean, congratulations.
I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, and that was good. I enjoyed that. Mind you, there was quite a few of the runners missing this week, so I'll take it.
Hey, definitely. Great to see you as well. That's John Davis, your winner in the AM category. Right, let's have a little move across. We've got one other driver sat patiently waiting, and well, it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? Because that's how we roll here. I'm going to have to do a little bit of a shufty round myself here. What category are you in? You are... I'm having a complete moment here. An alright moment. There we go. Right. Let's drag them in. Ready? Oh, they're in the wrong... Oh. So Dan allowed me to move people around categories, but apparently not this one. He sat in the alternative voice, chap. Nathan Law. Nathan. Right, okay, we're going to do this one. We're going to just invade their party and just move in there. Nathan, I can see you sat there patiently waiting. And Simon chatting away. I can't move you across, so hence why I've just come in here and just started talking over all of you and ram-raided this one. I mean, third place overall. What a result for yourself.
I mean, it was a tricky race, but I just want to say it's a great community, and to have all these classes and all these drivers, awesome. It was great. I mean, I was played safe for most of the race. I was holding down Casper for a little while, but it was too fast, and I was fuel saving for the second half of the race because I was a little short on fuel, and I was looking at my relative all the time. Trying not to crash, and that was surviving.
You mentioned about Casper, being faster than yourself. When he was sat behind you, and then eventually when he made it past, were you quite relieved? Did you feel like it was pressure, that was gone from you once he had gone past? Because he seemed to be like he was sat right behind you, and what is a tricky combination, Bathurst and the rain, he was making it even harder for you by being sat right on your rear bumper.
Yeah, I think he was faster overall, obviously, but I was holding him down in the mountain because of the difficulty to overtake, and I wasn't pressured, but he was coming too fast, and I think for the both of us, it was better to let him go. I mean, he overtake me. I didn't let him pass. That I made a little mistake, and I didn't try to to defend or whatever, because it would have been dangerous. So yeah. I have
I
to
mean-
let it go.
Yeah, I mean, well, from there, I mean, he just cleared off into the distance. But I mean, if so, if you're coming into this round and someone had have told you you're going to finish 3rd place overall and 2nd in category, I'm sure you would have, been very, very happy with that, that result.
Yeah, yeah, obviously. It's my first race in the wets, and I admit I love it. Clearly, it's awesome. It's very dangerous, but at the same time, you feel quite relaxed in the rain when you have you have the flow, you have the how can you say the workflow like
But the momentum,
like in the dry,
yeah,
Yeah,
The
the
rhythm.
mindset is the rhythm. It was actually quite awesome to have this race here, and yeah, I mean in the dry, I think I would have not finished 3rd, to be honest.
No, I mean, even so, a brilliant result. Nathan, congratulations. 3rd place overall, a 2nd in the pro class.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Merci. Au revoir, Nathan. Well, I think. Actually, can I? You sat there sharing screens and whatnot, so I don't think. We've covered pretty much all the categories. It's well. We don't want Simon's stuff there. It's for some reason showing absolutely everything. There we go. That's what we want. That's the screen. What we got there in the end. Right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a race. What a round this has been. I mean, creaky chair aside there, I know that will have come through on the stream, but what did we just witness? Bathurst is mad, it's crazy. And then we did it in the rain. I mean, congratulations to Bamba, the Rainmaster extraordinaire, back with a bang at the top. Tunstead, well, could he have caught him? It was like Bamba at Monza. He just needed a few more laps, maybe. You also saw him in the chat saying, it was a real big learning experience for him. I mean, if you're someone of that caliber saying that, I mean, just shows how how challenging it was out there today. Steiner Sane of Racing Lab Esports, for me, one of the drivers of the day. He's up there, he's 2nd place. I mean, it's a stunning result for him either way in the BMW, winning Pro-Am as well. But Paul Halliday up 14 places into 7th, clinching the last Pro-Am podium place for the 0 pointers in the Porsche. I think that's surely going to be your drive of the day, hasn't it? I mean, so many choices there. Thank you very much for joining me in the chat. YouTube, Twitch, great to have you all on board, as always. But for myself, Tim Cox, thank you very much for joining us. We will be back in 1 week's time when we head to the land of the rising sun. Of course, is Japan. Thank you very much. We'll see you then. Good night.